So hey, I haven't been on in a long time. I apologize. The world went a little crazy. But everything's doing okay. My county here in Northern California has not had very many cases, but it has put me in a mood to where I really wasn't doing anything, not really watching YouTube, nothing, barely even touching my tarot cards. But you can't just live life like that. So today is Beltane, and I am out in my garden. I just got through weeding it and doing a Beltane blessing, and so it's a little different from what I have done before. That was in a previous video. I think it was a vlog video I did months ago. I did talk about it, and so what I have done is I have gone through, and I'll just kind of pan over. You can see my garden, it's all barren. It's all planter boxes, because one, we have gophers, and two, we have clay dirt, so that's not good to grow in. But basically what I've done with the garden and basically all the plants throughout the all our shrubs and stuff throughout the yard is I took some new moon water. Last year I used full moon water, spaced the full moon out. Didn't even do it. And I get some rosemary off our bush, and I basically said a blessing and asked for Beltane to bless each box and each plant for different purposes. If it's flowers, I really, I'm hoping, I shouldn't say I want, that's rude. Those are mainly for the bees and the butterflies, because those are our pollinators, and they deserve some. There's something ticking behind me. It's probably a bug or something, I don't know. Anyway, bees and butterflies, those are our pollinators. We need them to basically survive. So, do something for them. And then with the actual garden boxes themselves, I ask for an abundant harvest to help feed my family. And that's basically what I do. But it's not a good time to grow anything. So there is something else I do. So I'm going to pan you slowly so you don't get car sick or anything like that. Motion sickness. And I'm coming over here, my sad fennel. If you want to attract bees, grow fennel, because it makes a lot of flowers and they love it. But you see here, probably can't see, some rocks. Now last year I used quartz crystals, and what I do is I bring them out and I say a little blessing over them, and I will leave them out all day under the Beltane sun. And that way they kind of absorb some of this Beltane energy. And then what I will do is I will set them on my altar, and when it's time to plant, some of those little rocks are going to go in each hole with each of my starters in my garden. And that will probably be in about a week or two. So, but that's what I do on Beltane, because guess what? I'm not Wiccan, and yeah. Sorry. My strawberries have gone crazy. I think you can see my strawberries. Yay! Yeah, I'm not Wiccan, and so I do not celebrate these things the same way as some people do. I kind of look at what the energy is about during the Sabbath and kind of see how I can use that to where it resonates with me. So I was going to go do some go harvest some mugwort today. I'm not going to. Maybe tomorrow, and I think I'll take you along because I'm going to pick some sage too. I'll show you the sage. So, alright. So, hey there, it's May 2nd, and I am just out harvesting some mugwort. Left an offering of some moon water. If you want to know what mugwort looks like, here, let's get kind of close. I gotta move my glasses. You can see, here's the shape of the leaf. They're about a foot to 2 feet tall. These grow near our irrigation ditch, and spring is probably a good time to harvest. And I'm going to zoom in on something. There it is. Poison oak. Poison oak bad. I don't know what you'd use that for in spell work, but I'm sure there's something. But here's the mugwort, and now I'm off to get the sage. So here I am over by the sage. It's called creeping sage. I don't know its scientific name. I can't pronounce it. But it's native to California in the higher elevations. We're above 2,000 feet. And this is one of the places you can find it. And trust me, there's a lot of it. So if I pan up, that is all sage. I'm just going to take enough for a couple bundles, maybe 3 or 4. I might make some lavender ones. But I'm going to come over here and you can start to see some lupin and some wildflowers. Aren't they cute? Yeah, it's just crazy out here right now. So I am going to harvest a little bit of sage and head home. Alright, so I'm home with my sage and my mugwort, and I picked some lavender from our garden. So I've already made a couple sticks. So this is about as big a piece as I got. I got like 4 of these. Here's some of my mugwort. What I did is I wetted a paper towel and put it in the bag. And then here's some lavender from our plant. And I've made 1 lavender sage stick. And this is a mugwort and sage stick. And what I use to tie it is, if you do any embroidery or cross stitch, you recognize one of these. It's a bobbin with some DMC floss, and because it's cheap and it's easy, and if you want to do any kind of spell work with knots or binding or anything like that where you need any sort of string, honestly you can go get some DMC floss at your craft store. Maybe not now, but yeah, usually you can. And it's, ooh, a little wind. It's really inexpensive. All you really need is white. If you must, get black. I mean, it's really that simple. And then if you want any sort of color, then it comes in a range, I mean, every color imaginable, every shade imaginable. And, you know, like I said, it's cheap. Also, if you've never done embroidery, if you can see, let me try and zoom in. Let me try and fray it. Let me fray it. Oh, my camera work sucks. You can kind of see it frays. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see on my finger. It's like 6 strands. And for cross stitch, what you do is you usually use 2 strands per stitch. So I've actually used that for sewing up stuffed animals for the kids. I'll use all 6 strands. So a full thing when it's like the neck of a teddy bear, so it doesn't fall back off. But you know, if you just want to sew like a bag or a poppet or something like that, then you can use this, and you can oh, I just dropped it. You can take as many strands as you want and sew with it. So I think it's better than just regular thread, and that's why I like it. So here you go. And I'm going to finish these up, and I'll talk to you next time. So it's May 3rd. I've done the video for my, what I did on Beltane, and for the smudge bundles, which are right over there, hanging above my door. And so I figured I'd finish this off by talking about the decks, I guess. I used in April. Didn't really do much, and what I'm using right now, and maybe show you something that I got. So anyway, what I used in April, I wanted something that would make me feel better, and so I pulled out my computer's doing weird things. It's on. I brought out my Druid Craft Tarot because I just love it. It makes me all happy when I see it. It's one that really resonates with me. So if you're not familiar, very earthy. So the Taurus in me really needs that right now. feel grounded, and so, but again, it's a huge deck and it's got sludge on it. I gotta clean my cards. So when I would remember to do a card pull, this is the one I pulled from. It also was the deck I originally did my year head spread with, and what I've been trying to do is remind myself of what the cards are. So I do have what my year card was up on my altar, which is right back there. But I'm using a different deck for that because I want to use my Druidcraft. I don't want it to have the cards up on my altar. So I have the Celtic Dragon Tarot. I want to say Lisa Hunt was the artist, and the book is by DJ Conway. I don't follow really some of her meanings for the cards, but right now I'm just using it as kind of like a placeholder to show me kind of what's going on. And what's really weird is, you know, you do these spreads and then you kind of forget that you did it. Sorry, I'm without makeup because I just don't give a shit. And I went and got my April card, and it was after the whole stay-at-home order from the governor of California and most governors in the country. Sorry. Of course, my nose is always going to itch while I'm doing this. And I looked at what the card was for April, and I'm like, really? Did the universe know something I didn't? And it was the Strength card. I was like, screw you, dude. But anyway, my card for this month, and it's up on my altar, and I just left it there, is the Two of Wands. So getting a little bit better. Things are looking up. So that's one deck that I will have out every month from here for the rest of the year, just up on the altar. I don't use it very much. Another deck that I've always used, and again, I wasn't pulling from it very often because I wasn't feeling like it, and that is The Power of Surrender by Judith Orloff. Now, these I do weekly, typically. The last one was for the entire month, and I just love these because, you know, they give good messages, and sometimes you forget what you should be letting go of and what you should be embracing more, and there you go. So this is one I use every month, typically, unless the world is a cluster and you just don't feel like doing anything. Put that over there. I'm also pulling because I like, it's pretty and it makes me happy, and I'll use it again this month as well, sort of, if I pull more than one card during the month, and that is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. So sad. I know that, yeah, I think I've said before that she passed away not too long ago. Here's the backs of the cards. She would have made, if she had done a tarot deck, it would have just been amazing. You know, they are just beautiful. And that's why it just... My birthday cake? Yeah, that's your birthday cake. It's my dad's birthday today. He's 71. So I'll be using that. And of course, because another deck that makes me happy when I see it is my Whispers of Lord Ganesha. And I think the reason I kind of kept the cards up this month was more for the card I pulled from this deck originally, and it was the Root Chakra card. It's still up there because I'm lazy and I have not done anything. And here's one of the, so you can get a sense of what the chakra cards look like. The Root Chakra card is Determination. That's not this one, of course, but it's all red, and I thought that was very interesting that that would come up at the beginning of April, considering everything that's going on, because synchronicity, that's how it works. So there you go. The universe always knows. I have so much crap around me. Okay, so what am I going to use for May? I'm born in 1970. May is my birth month. And this deck originally came out in 1970. I think I got it last year. And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, so I'm going to use this in May. Because I do really love it. I do like the art style. And that is the Aquarian Tarot. Now, I have pulled at least, it's the third day into the month, and I've actually pulled 2 cards from it. Holy crap, I'm like on top of it. It's not going to be for everybody. I get that. Yesterday I got the Knight of Cups, and today is the World card, so yay me. So I'm going to lose my cards here pretty soon. I do not have his other deck, but again, this is the deck because it's technically as old as I am. This is the deck I decided I'm going to use all the time. So I'm going to put it back up here where it'll go. And it'll stay up there all month. And I did get a couple of new decks, and I'm expecting another one. And I'm going to be doing a video on one of the decks because I just about wet my pants when I saw that it was being published. And then the other one was just kind of a spur of the moment because I kind of like it. So, but I'll do a video of that one later. And I just got this book that I'm going to try and read. No guarantees, because tomorrow my world may fall apart. And that is The Morrigan by Courtney Weber, Celtic Goddess of Magic and Might. So this is hopefully what I'll be reading this month. I have not done much reading. I just kind of play games on my phone and wallow in misery. But I'm trying to get out of that. And another thing I'm going to do, besides I'm going to make a video right after this one after I start getting, because my computer's right here. I'm going to start getting this all processing and everything. I'm going to record another video and get that out. I'll show you my garden once it's all put in, and I hope to redo my altars because they're dusty and sad. And so I will show you that. But hopefully May is off to a better start than April was, and I look forward to getting back onto YouTube and watching some of the videos because, yeah, I have not literally done anything. It's so bad. It's like, look at me. Ooh. So, until next time, much love and blessings, and I'll see you in the next video.